everybody? This is Peter. It's been a long time since I've been on here. I've been going through a lot of growth this past year, so many lessons, and I've grown so much as a human, as a spiritual being on this planet. And I want to talk to you about us moving away from the age of the animal into the age of man, the age of Christ. And right now as a whole planet, we're moving through the third density, which is what we have been in for thousands of years. And it is all a part of our evolution as a species. We're evolving from the animal. Our bodies are evolving from the animal, and we're becoming more psychically aware, more tuned in. We're moving into the fourth density, which is the heart chakra. And there's this book called Law of One, which is my favorite book. I highly recommend reading it. I'm not going to go into all the details because I have other videos on this, and if you want to check them out, go check out my other videos. But this book, The Law of One, it basically is these higher density beings from the sixth density. They call themselves Ra, and they are a social memory complex, which the higher you get in evolution, you become one with everybody in your species. You start to embody the oneness and the whole as a species. So that's where we're moving into with this shift in consciousness. And what it explains is, just like we have 7 chakras, you got the root chakras, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and then your crown chakra. So then the first density is correlated with your root chakra, which is it is the evolution through when a planet first starts terraforming itself. You got all the elements: fire, earth, you got rocks, minerals, you got wind, you got air and fire and water, and all these different elements colliding. And that is what the first density is all about. And as a planet transforms, it starts creating life on it. It starts creating plants. You have microbial life, bacteria, viruses, and it all transforms. It all goes into, and then starts going into animals. That is a second density. Once you start getting life on that planet, and it all evolves, all of us through, like what we've been through, we've already been through all of that, is a reincarnation cycle. And we evolve through as plants, and then we move into animals, fish, you got insects, animals, through that whole kingdom. And then the last parts of the second density cycle is pets. So they can incarnate as pets and learn more about the human life, and learn how it is to be more from like a hive mind, more to an individualized portion of themselves. And then they can incarnate into third density, which is the density where we are self-aware. Animals, they don't have the intellect like we do. That's why our world is the way it is today. It's because we've developed this intellect. It's because we have this self-awareness, and we go through this veil of forgetfulness, or we forget who we are, so we could have this experience of duality, darkness, light. And it's supposed to be the most intense density of them all, and it's also the shortest period. So they talk about there's these 25,000 year cycles. So in a span of third density, there's 75,000 years, and we're coming to the end of that, right? We're at the end of that right now, And that is what they call the harvest. It is like a graduation of souls, that those souls who are ready to go from third density to fourth density are going to graduate, go to the next level, and stay with the earth, evolve with the earth. The earth is already in this fourth density energy right now, and it is also the Christ energy. Also, what they say in the law of one is Christ was an embodied fourth density being. His body had DNA upgrades when he came into this body, where he was able to ascend to that higher density. His body was able to. But third density, you have everything we've been through in our history has been part of this evolution of consciousness. And look at where we are now compared to where we were hundreds of years ago. We've evolved so much. And we could still evolve so much further, but we've been kept asleep. We've been kept mentally enslaved by the elite, by dark forces that have been ruling this planet. And that's all coming to an end. We're moving into this higher age of Christ consciousness, of the heart. We're going to be, that's what the fourth density is all about. It's all about being telepathic with one another. We're going to be able to see and read each other's thoughts. There's going to be no deception, because how can you deceive somebody if they already know what you're thinking in your mind? Fourth density is supposed to be 1,000 times more harmonious than third density. And what Jesus was teaching us, you have God within you. He said, these things you shall do and more. What he was pointing at is he was already in that fourth density energy. He was talking about us in the future, what we're going to do as a species. We're going to be basically performing miracles like Christ did, except all living in harmony with one another. And that is what we're moving into as a whole species. We're moving away from, we evolved from the animals, so we still have these animalistic urges. We still have these lower desires, this fear-based mentality that the majority of our population are still stuck in. And also what they talk about is there's this, we've entered into a part of the solar system, the part of the galaxy that's very high charge in frequency. So we have already entered this fourth density energy, and the Earth is already a fourth density planet, but we have to shed all those old programs, all those old patterns, the things right now with the virus and with everything that's been going on the past few years has really brought things to the surface. And things aren't getting worse. Things are being brought to the light. This light is bringing all of our shadows to the surface, the collective and our individual selves. So as we move into this fourth density energy, our bodies are being upgraded. Our bodies are evolving. So hundreds, even thousands of years now, our bodies are going to be evolving into a fourth density body. So right now, since we're a fourth density planet already, there's souls right now incarnating that are already fourth density, and plus wanderers too. So wanderers are star seeds, like probably you watching this video, me. We're here from the fifth and sixth densities to help assist this planet with this shift, to help planet Earth get their shit together, because we've already been through this. We've already been through this phase of evolution. We've gone to other planets and helped them ascend on their harvest, their ascension, whatever that is to you, whatever you want to call it. We've been chosen for this mission because we've done this before, because we can handle it. We're strong. And as we move, as this fourth density energy comes into the earth, our bodies, our DNA is evolving, becoming more crystalline based, so we can hold more light within our body. We're going to be able to hold more photons in our body. We're going to be less dense. We're going to be our bodies are going to be vibrating at a much higher rate. That's why it's so important for us to raise our vibration, raise our frequency, get rid of those things that are not serving us anymore. And may that be food, may that be people, relationships that are keeping you in a lower state. Anything that it is. We need to work on raising our vibration, our frequency, so we can match that energy. And whenever this solar flash, or which I've talked about in other videos, I have a video about that. If you want to check that out, go right ahead. I've had dreams of this happening. Once this light comes, we're going to be, those of us who have been doing the work raising our vibration, are going to be able to embody that energy instead of having a lot of resistance being met. So right now is the most important time of Earth's evolution. This is why we are here on this planet. This is why we are seeing everything playing out in the world the way it is. This is the most important time of our life, of our planet. We are here for a purpose. We incarnated here to raise the frequency of the earth so we can help awaken as many people as possible so they can go through this harvest. And the people who are not going to be graduating into fourth density have to repeat the third, are still going to have a lot more lifetimes in the third density cycle on another planet. And that's okay. That's their choice. It's not for us to judge who makes it, who doesn't. It's based on their soul evolution. So this is just like us graduating from third grade into fourth grade, you know. And what's important is that right now we find our purpose. And if you don't know what your purpose is, go within, pray, ask God, ask the universe, ask your guides, whatever it is that is to you. Ask them to show you your purpose. What am I here to do? And meditate. We need to quiet our minds, because we've been programmed as a society, as a collective, to always be in our minds, to always have our minds stimulated, and always be in our body. But we need to quiet our mind, be in this present moment, because the present moment, this is where you tune into the fourth density energy, the Christ energy. In this present moment, right here, right now, focus on your breathing. Imagine a white light showering over you. Feel your skin absorbing the light. And then ask, what is my purpose? What am I here to do? And keep on doing this until it comes to you, and then you'll know. And once you know your purpose and you can channel all that energy into it, and the universe is going to give you more blessings in your life, your manifestations are going to speed up, you're going to see miracles in your life, just like I'm seeing now. And I'm just starting out, you know, I'm just getting into it, but you know, I'm working on my music, my QHHT, and I really feel like I'm doing God's work right now. I feel like I'm doing what I'm here to do, and it's just gonna be more and more, you know. When I'm gonna have land, I'm gonna start a community of light workers and people who wanna contribute to forming a new way of being, and we're all gonna do this together. And it's exciting. And this is the time right now to step into your role, step into your mission. We all got this. We're riding this wave of life, this roller coaster, and no matter what, everything is meant to be the way it is. So, thank you, my friends. I love you, and good to be here connecting with you again. Peace.